friends. I'm glad you stopped by today for stories. My name is Mrs. Karen, and I work at the Harvard Dickens Library. Today, our stories are going to be about apples. Do you like to eat apples? I do too. They're sweet, and they're yummy, they're crunchy, and they're good for our bodies. The word apple starts with this letter right here. This is the letter A. It has two long legs and one short leg connecting those two long legs together. An A makes a ah sound. Can you say that with me? Ah. Very good. A is the first letter in the word apple. And here is the word apple. Apple. Now, when we find apples, either at an apple orchard or at the grocery store, we usually see them in 3 different colors. Let's see if you can help me name the colors that we find apples in. The first one is this one. We see apples in this color most of the time. What color is this? Did you say red? Very good, you're absolutely right. This is a red apple. Now, sometimes we see apples in this color. What is this color? Did you say green? Very good, very good. Sometimes we see green apples. And one more color is this one right here. What color is this? Did you say yellow? Perfect. You know your colors. Sometimes we see yellow apples. We can see those apples in orchards or in grocery stores. They're yummy and delicious. So today we're going to read some stories about apples. I'm going to teach you a song about apples, and then we're going to make an apple craft together. Our first apple story is this one, Apples and Robins. Here's some apples up in an apple tree, and here is a little robin peeking out of a birdhouse. This story is called Apples and Robins, and it's written by Lucy Felix. She drew the pictures also of these awesome apples and that cute little robin bird. All you need for apples are circles and the color red. Summer is ending. The apples hang high on my tree, just out of reach. What do you think you need to reach those apples? Let's see what Lucy thought of. All you need for a ladder are 6 rectangles, 5 short. Let's count the short rectangles, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 long rectangle. And when we turn the page, watch what happens with the cutout on the page. It becomes a ladder. And you can climb into the leafy branches to pick an apple. All you need to take a bite are 2 circles. There's 1 small circle and 1 big circle. An apple is a circle. An open mouth is a circle. And watch what happens when we open our mouth and take a bite out of that apple. A bite out of an apple is so sweet, but someone else thinks so too. Ooh, a worm. Do you see that little worm right there? I think he likes that apple too. All you need for a bird are 3 bright triangles. Let's count them, shall we? 1, 2, 3. And a red oval, like its round red breast. And there is our robin grabbing the little worm, right? The robin will fly away with the worm and sit on my apple tree singing. All you need for a birdhouse are walls and a roof and a little door and a string to hang it with. Now there is a place for a robin's nest. The robins can live in that little birdhouse. But all you need for a storm is for the wind to blow. and the sky to rumble. And when the sky is rumbling, sometimes we see lightning crack. And look what happens with that strong storm. The birds are losing their house. The apples are flying off of the tree. Uh-oh. Oh, what a mess. But we'll rake the leaves and gather the apples. All you need for a basket, there's our apple basket right there, is an empty place to put things. And all you need for a birdhouse is a hammer and some nails. I'll climb the ladder and hang the birdhouse and take the apples in to eat. All winter long there will be apples. There will be robins. And one morning, when you are making your breakfast, guess what will happen? An egg will crack in the robin's nest. Do you see a little beak peeking out of there, out of that egg? Let's see what's in that robin's nest. There will be baby robins and apple flowers. It will be spring. And springtime will be when we'll see the apple flowers turn into apples, and they'll grow into apples in the summertime, and then in the fall we can eat them again, right? I'm going to teach you a song now called A Little Apple Seed. And this song starts with a little apple seed. Can you make your fingers like this? Like we're pretending to hold a little apple seed? We're going to take that apple seed and we're going to pretend we're going to plant it in the ground. And our song goes like this. Once a little apple seed was planted in the ground. Down came the soft rain falling all around. Out came the sun as bright could be. And that little apple seed grew into an apple tree. Very good, and that's how an apple seed grows into an apple tree, isn't it? Now, if that song sounded familiar, it probably sounds like a song you might know called the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Let's try singing our apple seed song one more time. Are you ready? Start with your little apple seed in one hand and your hand cupped to be the ground. Here we go. Once a little apple seed was planted in the ground. Down came the soft rain falling all around. Out came the sun as bright could be. And that little apple seed grew into an apple tree. Very good. What a good job you did singing that song. I have one more apple story to read to you today. And this story is about a hungry little bunny who is looking for an apple. Let's see what he has to do to get his apple, shall we? This story is called Hungry Bunny, and it is written and illustrated by Claudia Ruda. Hungry Bunny. Here I come. Grrr, grrr. What's making that noise? Can you hear my tummy rumble? I am one hungry bunny. It's time for a red, delicious, and, hard to reach apple. Maybe you could help. Could you please shake the book so that the apples will fall down? Let's shake the book, shall we? Shake, shake, shake. You can use your hands to pretend you're shaking the book too. Let's see if we shake the book. Will the apple come down? Let's see. Oh no, not the leaves. Could you blow the leaves away? Can you try blowing with me? Here we go. Are we blowing the leaves away? Let's see if it worked. Oh, thank you. Much better. Good job. Our blowing really blew those leaves away, didn't it? But look what happened. Uh-oh. Oh, no. My scarf has been blown away, too. It's stuck in the book, and I'm still hungry. Uh-oh. Now how is he going to get his scarf? Can you help me grab my scarf? Reach real high, real high to grab his scarf. Keep reaching. Let's see, can we get it? Will you place the scarf here for me and hold it tight? I can use it to climb the tree and pick those tasty apples. Let's reach high, and let's see, are we reaching his scarf? I think we are. Let's see, did we get it? I think so. Here it comes. Keep reaching. Did we get his scarf? Yes. There it is, right there. Let's see if he's climbing his scarf to get those tasty apples, shall we? Just one more. He's finding some apples that he's putting in his wagon. Great teamwork. I got them all. Can you hang on to that scarf for me? Let's go back and let's hang on to it for him in case he needs it again, shall we? Wait a minute. Why am I going uphill? We can fix that. Can you tilt the book for me? Let's see if we tilt it this way. Whoa, easy as pie. There he goes. Now my wheels are turning. Why don't we have even more fun? Would you rock the book back and forth? Let's try rocking it back and forth, shall we? Good job. You can use your hands and move your hands back and forth like this. Very good. Zowie, keep going and get ready to turn. Uh-oh, he's going around and around and around in his wagon, isn't he? Very good. Can you turn your hands around and around like that rabbit's going in his wagon? Good job. He's turning. And his scarf is flipping around, isn't it? Uh-oh, get ready to tumble. It looks like his wagon is hitting a rock. Now what's going to happen? He lost all of his apples out of his wagon, didn't he? Here they are. I'll just pick these up. On the road again. But what's this? How is he going to get from this top of the hill to the top of this hill? Hey, I think I'm going to need some help. Can you use my scarf to make a bridge? Let's see if we can. Let's hold his scarf right here like this. And then if we hold it over here like this, it makes a bridge for the rabbit, right? That is one smart rabbit to think about his scarf, isn't it? Perfect! Thank you! I'm at the end of my rope. Good thing I'm almost home. I'm stuck. Would you give me a little push, please? There's the rabbit. He's kind of stuck getting into his hole. Can you push him? Push with your hands. Let's push. Push that rabbit. Pop! Right on time for Mom's apple pie. Yum! Not a bad apple in the bunch. Yum! We saved a piece just for you. Doesn't that apple pie that Mama Rabbit made look delicious? I think so too. You said you like apples, and I said I like apples too. How about if we make an apple? I'm going to show you how to make an apple out of a small paper plate. I'll give you a list of instructions, and you can make it at home. Let's see how we do it. Megan, are you ready to make your apple? I sure hope so. Let's go over the supplies that we need to make our apple. The first thing we're going to need is a small paper plate. If you don't have a small paper plate, a large paper plate will work as well. You will need some crayons. I have 3 colors here, but if you have other colors, that's fine too. You will need a scissors. Make sure you have the permission of a grown-up to use the scissors. And you will need a glue stick. If you don't have a glue stick at home, regular liquid glue will work fine too. Now the first thing we're going to do is we have to create our apple shape out of our circle. We want our apple to look like somebody was munching it. Munch, munch, munch. To do that, we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut out 2 small half circles out of each side of our paper plate. It doesn't have to be exact, but what you're going to do is cut out that little piece here. So now it looks like our apple has 1 bite. Save this piece because we're going to use that to make a leaf for our apple. And then we're going to cut out a similar piece on the other side of our apple. So now it looks like our apple has 2 bites out of it. To make our apple look like an apple, we need to color it. Now remember how we said apples can be red, and they can be green, and they can be yellow. You can color the outside of your apple, which is the roughly part of the paper plate. You can color that either red or yellow or green. I'm going to use my red crayon, and I'm going to color my apple just on the rigid or the roughly part of the paper plate. That will look like the outside or the skin of my apple. Once I have it all colored, and I know you're going to do a great job taking your time and coloring your apple red or yellow or green, now it looks like the outside skin of my apple. Now what I need to do is when we eat an apple, we often find seeds in the middle. So I'm going to use a black crayon to make some dots to look like seeds for my apple. Those apple seeds, if they were real, I could plant them in my yard and see if I could grow an apple tree. Now there's my apple with the 2 bites out of it. The skin is red, or maybe you've colored yours yellow or green. And here are the black seeds. Now I need one more thing for my apple. Do you remember I said to save this little piece here? This is the piece that's going to be used to make a leaf. Leaves are usually green, so I'm going to use my green crayon to color this shape green. This will make the leaf for my apple. Once I have my leaf all colored green, now I need my glue. I'm going to take my glue stick, I'm going to take the cap off, I'll crank it up a little bit so I have plenty of glue to use, and then I'm going to put some glue at the bottom of the leaf. Put on lots and lots of glue so your leaf will stick to your apple. I'm going to put that leaf on the back of my apple, and there I have it. There is my apple. Does it look good enough to eat? I would need a paper apple, but I think right now I'm going to go to my refrigerator and find a real apple because I'm getting hungry. How about you? Thanks for joining me today for stories about apples. I hope you come back again because it's always wonderful to see you. Until next time, I'm Mrs. Karen, and keep reading. Bye. Hi, my friend. It's Mrs. Karen from the Harvard Dickens Library. I love it when you join me for stories. I love to see your smiling face. And when you listen to the stories that we read together, this is the Mrs. Karen face that you see. You see my smile because I'm so happy to see you. When you come to the library, though, right now, everyone has to wear a mask so that we can keep each other safe. When you come to the library, because I have to wear a mask, you won't see this smiling face. What you will see is this face. This is my mask, Mrs. Karen. I have to wear a mask at work to keep you safe. So even if you see me at the library, this is still Mrs. Karen. Don't be afraid to say hi, because I'll say hi to you. I'm always happy to see you. So even though I have to have this mask on, know that this is the Mrs. Karen that's behind that mask. My smile will always be there for you. So don't be afraid. When you see masked Mrs. Karen, it's really Mrs. Karen. I look forward to seeing you at the library. I hope you'll say hi and we can talk about the stories that we're reading together. I'll see you at the library. Bye.